Hello, devs. Let's start solving today's Leetcode daily challenge question. So the question is count odd numbers in an interval range. Given two non-negative integers, low and high, return the count of odd numbers between low and high inclusive. So we have to include this both as well. So if you see example 1, low is 3, high is 7. So out of from 3 to 7, like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Out of this, how many are odd? 3, 5, 7 are odd. So that is why the output is 3. Now the example 2 is 8 to 10, as we have to include both 8, 9, 10. So how many odd numbers are there? Only one. That is 9. And if you see the constraint, it is like a high 10 raised to 9. So if you solve this in O of n, n will be the high minus low plus 1. In that case, you will get time limit exceeded, but because the high can be largest. So if your low is 0 and high is 10 raised to 9, so you will traverse from 0 to 9. If you are checking, just a brute force approach, if you are checking each number and checking if it is odd or even and then counting, in that case, it will get high. Okay, like high is 10 raised to 9. In that case, we will get time limit exceeded. So, how we will solve this question is simple approach. What we will do, we will find the pattern. It's not exactly the pattern, but just even and odd numbers. Yeah, let's see. So, let's say you have numbers, your num, okay, your not num, your low is 0 and high is 6. So, consider first case, case 1. Case 1 is when your size is even. Okay, when size is even, in that case, what will be there? Like if there are 6 elements, out of 6, 3 will be odd, 3 will be even. As in the question, we have to just return the count. We don't care which numbers are odd, which numbers are even. If I have 8, then 4 will be odd, 4 will be even. So let's see the example. Let's see 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. These are the 6. Total size is 6. So how many are odd? Odd are 3. Which are this 1, 3, and 5. Even if here this is array starting with even number. Even if it starts with odd number, let's say it is starting with odd number, in that case it will start from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And what are the odd numbers? Are 1, 3, 5. So even or odd, it doesn't matter. If it is starting with even or odd, it doesn't matter. But if size is even, what is our answer? Is half of our size. That means my answer will be size by 2. Just, yeah. Now case 2 is, what is our case 2? Size is odd. Okay. If my size is odd, so size can be here 6, 5, right? Size can be 5, 7. So out of that, it matters. Like the first element is odd or even. If my first element is odd, that means my last element will also be odd. So in that case, my answer will be n by 2 plus 1. And if my first element is even, last element will also be even. So in between, we have only n by 2 numbers. So consider this array that we have 5, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is my 5 sized array. And if it is starting with 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is my 7 sized array. Okay. Now here if you see my element, my this array is starting with even number and ends with even. So what are odd? Odd are 1 and 3. If my array is starting with odd number, it ends with odd number. So we get one more odd. So in between we have 3 and 5. So here we have total 4, here we have total 2. That means 5 divided by 2 is what? 2. And here my 5 is 7 divided by 2 is 3 plus 1 because it's starting with odd number. So if it is starting with odd number, if my low is odd, in that case, okay, after this, okay, if my size is odd and low is odd number, in that case my answer will be size by 2 plus 1, else it will be same size by 2. Yes, now let's start coding. It's simple approach. Here let's find first the size. Int size is equal to high minus low plus 1. Now here just I'll refresh, it's not working. Hmm. My size, I got my size. Now what I'll check, I'll take one int answer, or we don't need to take. If my size percent 2 is equal to 0, that means it is even. Okay, my size is even. If my size is even, in that case my answer is size by 2 irrespective of the first element. Okay, my answer is size by 2. Now else what we will check, else if it is coming after this, that means the size is odd. If it is odd, what are the condition we have to check? If my low is odd, if my low percent 2 is not equal to 0, that means my low, okay, my first number is odd. If my first number is odd, in that case what I have to written, size by 2 plus 1, else we will return size by 2. Let's run.